humanity is grafted to the rest of nature.
This is kind of messy, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Horticulture therapy works to engage people.
If you have someone who is not feeling very well, have them digging and working in the field, and they will start to feel much, much better.
The planet is a garden. We're all gardeners. It's funny because as a gardener, the one thing you don't really think about is people. But it's not about the plants, it's actually more about how people interact with that environment. Without the people, why do the garden? The garden was really created for its therapeutic capabilities. It's a passive therapeutic garden. There's not actually any horticultural therapy activities happening here. Nobody wants to come to a hospital. It's unfamiliar, the machinery that you're hooked up to. So people come into the gardens here as kind of a way of connecting to nature. It's restorative, it's relaxing. The sound of the water, the breeze on your skin. When you are stuck in a bed, your choices are very limited. But when you come into this garden, you're making choices. Do I want to be in the sun? Do I want to be in the shade? Or do I want to walk with a friend or a loved one? You get these forms and shapes and textures that are also an important part of the therapy.
At Saanich Peninsula Hospital near Victoria, BC, there are dozens of elevated garden boxes in their extended care facility.
That's cute, the way they got all the flags on that one.
Oh, yes,
That's why
yeah.
I figured I'd get you some flags.
Yeah, I was going to put
Yeah.
one on either side of the antirrhinums.
Individuals that partake in the Garden Box program are engaging with the family member, they're engaging with staff, they're engaging with a group of people because of their gardening role. We have people that walk through the garden and are just amazed at what the Garden Box participants are creating. There's the physical benefit, being active, we're activating and stimulating our bodies, there's movement involved. There's the planning aspects of that. So planning to get out to the garden, what are the tools that I need?
As a person who has always had a garden,
White stuff. And it's all
I feel very privileged to have a box that I can treat like a garden.
Individuals are coming here who are experiencing a number of losses, either loss of function, loss of independence, loss of loved ones, caregivers. Their whole community is now changed. So if we can work with that individual in participating in something that's meaningful and engaging, then I'd like to believe that we're doing our job.
And Mother always said that you can spend a lot of time cooking and it all gets eaten. You can spend a lot of time cleaning and it all gets dirty and messy again. But in a garden, you can spend a lot of time and effort and you can have pleasure out of it. You get to enjoy the fruits of your labors a great deal more in a garden than you do anywhere else.
I was not happy about coming here, but now that I'm here and it's wonderful. Oh, I think this is a great place.
They have a responsibility to tend to their garden box, because if they don't, those plants aren't going to survive. What we see is when people are engaged in something meaningful, people are taking less medications, they're engaged more in their life with their families and other activities. So there is certainly a carryover effect when you have someone engaged in something meaningful.
This is kind of messy, isn't it? Do you have gloves?
Well, I'm Cindy Ross, and I'm a registered horticultural therapist working at Providence Farm. We have 400 acres. We can offer opportunities for people to experience different aspects of farming and horticulture.
I guess all these brown tips, when they're watered from the top up and then they get dried, it's not a good idea, especially tomatoes. They should be watered in the ground, you know.
Our program is all about engaging seniors that are dealing with depression to Alzheimer's, dementia, Parkinson's, and sometimes just plain isolation.
Horticultural therapy seems to connect people with their positive memories.
If you have someone who is not feeling very well, take them to the land and have them digging and working in the field. And they will start to feel much, much better. And that's what this is.
We try and serve people that aren't served elsewhere.
I have macular degeneration. They caught mine in time. So I grow a lot of kale because that's very good for your eyesight. I happen to like kale too.
When people become depressed, there's often a feeling of hopelessness. You can spin it to a positive when there's something else that needs care other than you. When folks come into the garden, there's a good chance that you're going to see something physical happen from your efforts and recognize that as a success.
You can have a therapeutic garden in any backyard, and that's where Barney Heine cultivates bonsai, the ancient Japanese art of growing miniature trees. Barney grew up around drilling rigs, became an engineer, and worked in electronics. Bonsai suits his engineer's mindset, solving problems, including some of his own.
It helped a lot to be able to let something grow and become something after all of the trials and efforts that you go through in either life or business or whatever it was, engineering and design, and finally come out with something that's certainly rewarding, in that the gifts you get from having something else do well in your care and attention is rewarding and therapeutic. Like all things in life, a prickly situation here with a monkey tail tree. If you clip him in the right places, he'll grow the way you want to. But as friendly as it is, it's kind of like a pet porcupine. You can't go too close.
Shinrin-yoku is defined by the Japanese as to bathe in the atmosphere of the forest. Trees are releasing chemicals that are ingested by us through our lungs and through our nervous system that actually affect cortisol levels, which then lowers the risk of heart disease, cancers, and other stressful kind of events that happen to the human body. I was working in horticultural therapy in the healthcare industry. It really showed to me that we segregate different populations of society. But community gets broken up through that. Gardening brings people together. The planet is a garden. We're all gardeners. Even if you're an accountant or lawyer, you are part of this culture that is sustaining itself on this planet Earth. I call it a plant-oriented planet. It takes the light from the sun. It creates the food sources for our brains to exist. And you can still get the same therapeutic benefits and healing benefits in an urban setting with green spaces.
Back at the Jubilee Hospital, Paul finds time to get his hands dirty with a special garden feature, a Japanese acoustic water vase that creates a calming sound.
You can see it's so dirty that it's probably the hole itself is blocked leading into it. So what I'm going to have to do is rinse this through. So there's a vase in here. It's about maybe 3 feet deep. And then around this, you can see it's very precisely made stonework. The water is not going over the hole. That's running too fast, but I can hear it. So it amplifies the sound.
A long life has memories, good memories, but also those of sadness, loneliness, or trauma. Growing living things can soothe those negative emotions and bring about calm.
I was keeping in contact with a school friend of mine in England, and all of a sudden, she doesn't seem to be there anymore. From when I was 10, I lived in Clevedon, Somerset, and she was on the outskirts. Her father was a soldier from the First World War. If they wanted to farm, they were given an acreage. So she was still living there. And here I am, nearly 94. I didn't start gardening until after I retired from nursing, really. In training, we had forces from D-Day. They arrived with just their uniforms and they came down in flames and all that sort of thing. We had a lot of burns.
The extended care patients from Saanich Peninsula Hospital are deciding what to plant this season.
Yeah, it's gonna look really good this year.
It is.
Hippocrates, the father of Western medicine, said that healing is a matter of time, but it's also a matter of opportunity. Having the opportunity to connect with nature is healing. You can plant the seed, the root starts coming out. Things become activated more and they literally start growing. It's a sign of hope, and all this life comes from it.
Horticulture, it's very diverse. There's so much to it. Horticulture could be planting a bean to growing a forest. There's so many different aspects of it that I think at some point or another, it engages each and every one of us in some way. We take care of our gardens and take pride in the gardens. So when someone says, boy, these gardens look super good, that's a reflection on all the people there. Either way, that compliment goes to everybody that's participated in it. So the plants show us results of our labor. Well, I'll trade you. I'll take those away.
Okay.
And we can clean them later. And then, so we've got two varieties here. We've got this Gina Romano, which is the green one.
Oh, is that bush?
Yes, they're both bush. And this is called dragon tongue. I think that every human needs to be part of something, to contribute and participate. I think those are all really important parts, aspects of life, of a healthy life. You've got some wild stories. You better keep them to yourself. Some people just find it comforting to be in the building itself, never mind any of the activities or relationships that they have. They just like being there. When you ask me why horticulture is a really valuable tool, it's because there's a wide range of opportunities to tap into people's abilities through horticulture.
This one is a boxwood, pretty common around here in Victoria. We don't want this too high, but it follows the lines, a nice apex, and it comes down this way. This one's probably about 35 or 40 years old. This was probably a fairly substantial tree at one time. And you're looking at it, the apex, down. so it slopes. They're stationary. That's what they live with. But on the other hand, they're really dynamic in terms of what they're doing to survive and live. And you get a lot of positive feedback from trying to help these guys out. It's real therapy to contribute in a fashion that helps out another life form. Like all things in art, you could be a bit creative and work with the tree who's just trying to live his life. Help things along. You can feel good about creating something.
With the weather starting to warm up, there's more light during the evenings, so there's more opportunities to re-engage back with nature. From a therapeutic viewpoint, you know, green is in the middle of the spectrum. As far as the color, it's harmonic, it's very relaxing. As a therapist, there's that sense of balance and restorativeness to seeing green. But also, we need sound, fragrance, taste. As an artist and as a therapist, wow, what a canvas. And there's not so many other therapies that can do all that.